Please breathe deeply. 1, 2, 3, inhale. Then cough. Inhale. Okay, then you already breath. Inhale the free radicals. Okay? Nasingkot nyo na po yung mga free radicals. Maliwanag ko tayo. Why again? Because they're everywhere, people. If your friend, the one beside you, okay, coughs every now and then you're trying to inhale what? The free radicals. Can you please try to smell the one beside you? Please. Okay? Especially the axillary part. If the others said to be quite offensive, people, those are also said to be free radicals. Okay? So, people, there's no escaping the free radicals, guys. Because remember again, they're in your environment and we can produce our own free radicals. So people, again, what will happen here? These are the possible sources that we've already mentioned earlier. And these are the possible diseases that can happen to you. Guys, just try to pick one. They're for free. Okay? Because of the free radicals. Now, people, this is what we need. I would like you to shout it loud, guys. What do you always want? Antioxidants. They're mainly derived from plants. They're plant-based nutrients. They will serve as your defense and, of course, your free radical scavengers. Why? What will they do? They will try to prevent and repair damage done by the free radicals. So the big question is, do we need high levels of antioxidants? Yes or no?
Yes!
Definitely, people. Now, some of the so-called antioxidants are the vitamins. So they will try to prevent the free radicals from entering your cells. Second, guys, they will act like what? Okay? First, they will prevent the free radicals, or once they're already inside the free radicals, they will just try to control it and neutralize it. What else? Look at this picture. Look at the picture, guys. That cell was divided into equal halves, and of course, both of which were exposed to free radicals. But the other half was said to be rich in antioxidants. And guys, just try to look at that picture, that cell. That part of the cell without antioxidants, then into what? Cell death. Well, that part of the cell rich with antioxidants are still what? Said to be functioning well. So again, do we need antioxidants? Yes or no?
Yes!
Okay, people, let's continue this. Again, let's try to show you the oxygen atom. If they will combine with glucose or carbohydrates to form energy, one electron will be removed and it will become a free radical. And what will they do? If that is already a free radical, the question is, Doc, how long can it survive? It's just a matter of few seconds before they die. They can only survive in just a matter of few seconds. But if I am the free radical and I'm beside a normal atom, what will I do? I'm going to snatch one of the electrons here. That can also cause what? Or that can also lead to what? Free radical formation. And that will die. And what will I going to do, people? I'm also going to snatch one electrons here. That will form free radicals. It will be a domino effect, people. And again, people, once you combine the atoms, they will form what? Molecules. And remember, people, in the cell membrane are made up of molecules. So that will cause what? Cell membrane damage. People, what then is the significance of giving enough antioxidants? These antioxidants will try to supply electrons to the free radicals. And the question is, though, if they will supply electrons, will they also become free radicals? No. Why? Because antioxidants have to be what? They can supply endless electrons. Meron po silang lifetime supply ng electrons. So again, the question is, do we need antioxidants? Yes or no?
Yes!
Let's continue, guys. These are according to clinical studies done in the past. We're not trying to claim that we can treat diseases by giving food supplements. We clear with that one so far, people. But according to studies done by different scientists, okay, if you can supply enough level of antioxidants, then we can be able to recover from these so-called medical conditions or diseases. And just try to look at these medical conditions, guys. I'm sure you will be interested in taking high levels of antioxidants. Cancer, early aging process, cardiovascular diseases, and even inflammatory reaction, even what? Diabetes mellitus. So the big question is, people, Kailangan ba talaga ng antioxidants, yes or no?
Yes!
Maganda ba ang antioxidants, yes or no?
Yes!
What else, guys? It can even what? Support the different organs, different systems, and different functions of your body. Especially, guys, if you have some problems in your reproductive function. For the past few years, people, we have so many testimonies, health testimonies, and I also know one person who were not able to produce a child for more than 2 years because his sperm count was so low. Okay? But when they took the product complete, people, doctor, his sperm count was only around 10 million. And they all know that what's needed is around 150 million sperm per ejaculation. But when they took the product complete, that was 7 years ago, as of the time being, people, they already have 3 kids. And the sperm count went back to normal. Do we have a wonderful So again, can you please read it loud? How much? 5 kinds of fruits and vegetables, medium size every day. Who amongst you can eat 5 kinds of fruits and vegetables, medium size every day? Can you please raise your hand? So, it only means of one thing, that we need a food supplement that will give us more than the requirements given by World Health Organization. So the big question is, are you ready to know the products of a global, yes or no?
Yes!
I would like you to say it loud. But before that, people, by the way, we just like to mention this one to you. We just like to clarify this issue to all of us. RDA versus RDI before we mention our carrier product. Can you please read this one? Recommended dietary allowance was the one used as a standard before. Okay? When you talk about daily amounts of vitamins in a health person, that was before. That was years ago. Then it was changed into what? Daily value. Can you please again read this loud? Daily value. And it was divided into 2. What are these? Daily reference values. Can you please read it loud? Daily reference values and the reference daily intakes. Again, can you please read louder this time? Reference daily intakes. So guys, what are these 2 references? Okay? First, daily reference value and reference daily intake. When you talk about the DRV, okay, they will be your reference, dietary reference for fats, saturated fats, cholesterol, carbohydrates, and proteins. The nutrients. While when you talk about the RDI or the reference daily intake, they will be dealing with the vitamins and minerals. But I would like to know this one, people. I would like to mention this one to you. That before, every time I talk about your recommended dietary allowance, it was only giving us a bare minimum requirements of the vitamins and minerals that can try to prevent. The word there is prevent, just prevent diseases from happening in your body. But people, look at this. Not enough, okay? Not enough, okay? If you would like to have a maximum health. The reason why we came up with this word, and please, put it out this time. What's the word, people? Optimum daily intake. Optimum daily intake. Why the need for ODI? Because that is the amount of nutrients needed for vibrant, good health. If I will ask you people, would you like to have a vibrant, good health, yes or no?
Yes!
Because if you have a vibrant, good health, people, we can be able to prevent diseases from happening in your body. It only means of one thing, that you need to take more than what is required to have a vibrant, good health. Guys, the reason why we came this word synergism. Again, people, can you please say it now? Synergism. Let's try to make it simple, people. It's a phenomenon whereby 2 or more vitamins combine to create a stronger vitamin function than the sum of their individual effects will suggest. If I will ask you, people, how many components do we have in C24/7? 140 components. So guys, if we will take more than 2 components, in our product, people, we have 140 components. Once you combine the components, people, they will try to improve the function of each of the components of our product C24/7. So the question is, people, Do we have a wonderful product in C24?
Yes.
Let's continue, people. Look at this. Vitamins usually work synergistically. And guys, remember this and please read this one. Can you please read this loud, people? Taking a single vitamin or mineral may be ineffective or even dangerous. As what Dr. Dean Morrison explained during the first day of our 3-day event in our 8th anniversary, that if you just take calcium, then that calcium later on can lead to the formation of stones inside your body. But if you're going to take calcium together with the other vitamins and minerals, then they will become beneficial to our body. So the big question is, do we need to take more than one component of a product every day? Yes or no?
Yes.
Guys, so people, with this, let's try to mention our product, people. What is the name of our care product? C24/7 Naturaceuticals. Look at the cellular functions of the product. Okay? And again, with that, people, the question is, maganda ba ang talab ng produktong C24/7? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, the components. Look at the components. With anti-aging components, with longevity chemicals. Now, let's go to details. Please, look at this one. Unique selling proposition for us members of the company. First and foremost, we have 22,000 plant-based nutrients. Again, I'm daring you. Later on, as you go home, try to Google on different herbal products. And I can assure you, guys, you will find it so hard to find a product that contains more than this. Because this one really contains high levels of phyto-nutrients. So maganda ba natin so far, guys?
Yes.
Next, the vitamins we have been taking since infancy, from A, B, C, D, E, K, B1 to B12, A to zinc is right there in our products in C24/7. Now, look at this. Look at the lineups of vitamins, okay? Major minerals, and of course, even trace minerals. Let's mention it one at a time. First, I would like to remind you people that it's quite vital to our lives if we have enough vitamins in our body. And the first will still be vitamin A or retinol or carotenoids. All of which, people, I would like to simplify this one. All of these vitamins have this so-called antioxidant effect. What I'm going to emphasize or give emphasis into people will be their so-called unique actions in our body. And look at the ones colored red. They will be good for your skin. And of course, good for your vision. Okay? The reason why we always advocate that you should eat 1 carrots, but not too much. Just enough per day. Okay? Next, vitamin B complex. For what? Brain and nerve functions. And they will try to prevent people from you suffering from different kinds of what? Degenerative conditions of the nerves, like your Alzheimer's disease. What's Alzheimer's disease, people? That's the so-called dementia or memory loss. And then the big question is, Doc, who amongst us will suffer from this? We cannot tell who. Okay? If it will happen, it will happen. But again, there's this old saying, people, that prevention is better than cure. So if I were you guys, I will take a product that contains complete vitamin B. Next, vitamin C ascorbic acid. What is the function? Strengthens the body's immune system. In all honesty, guys, if you're going to analyze the vitamins, vitamin C will still be one of the best. But it will be best taken with the other sort of vitamins available in the market. But don't worry, people, because all of these vitamins are already present in our product C24/7. Okay? Next one. What else? Vitamin D. Normal bone growth and teeth formation. Ladies and gentlemen, the problem is, once the ladies reach the age of 45, so I would like to ask you, and I would like you to be honest, who amongst you ladies are already 45 years old and above? Can you please raise your hands? Madami na. So, the problem is menopause. Okay? And once you reach the age of menopausal stage, then the big problem is, of course, osteoporosis. Your bones are becoming brittle. The more reason that you need to take products that will give you vitamin D, it's mainly because it will try to guide the calcium from the intestines to go inside the blood vessels, then towards the bone to strengthen the function of the bone. So do we need vitamin D? Yes or no? Yes! What else, guys? Vitamin D. Oops! Antioxidants and so on and so forth. But for the males inside this room, for the males, can you please read this? Treats male infertility. So it will try to improve the function of your, womb. Okay? It will try to improve the function of your junior. If you would like to produce kids, babies, guys, then you must, the word is must, have enough level of vitamin E in your body. Next, vitamin K or piloquinol, essential in blood clotting. Every time a baby is born inside the nursery, the nurses are already giving what? Injections of vitamin K. Why? In order to prevent bleeding episodes for the newly born kids. Okay? So guys, are the vitamins good? Yes or no?
Yes.
Next, people. Let's talk about major minerals. And people, calcium is said to be the what? The most abundant mineral in your body. And 99% of which will be in your bones and teeth. The simple question is, no, 99%, how about the 1%? For your information, people, do you know that we need calcium for our muscles? Why? Because we need the calcium to start muscle contraction. So people, again, you must be able to know that you need to have normal amount or levels of calcium if you want your body to function normally, especially your muscles. Okay? It's not just about the bones that eat, it's more of the muscles, people. Next. What else? Look at this. Chloride. Normal acid-base balance of body fluids and normal blood volume and pressure. People, if you're going to combine chloride with sodium, it will form what? Salt. Okay, so still people, we need to eat a little portion of salt, but not too much, because if you're going to increase sodium chloride, then most probably people, it can lead to what? Hypertension. Okay? Next, magnesium. I would like you to read this one, people. What do you call this one? Anti-stress mineral. So look, what will be the function? If you will take a product that contains magnesium, there will be a production of this so-called feel-good neurotransmitter. And what's the word? Serotonin. Can you please say it out again, people? Serotonin. Guys, it will relieve stress and anxiety. Let me ask you simply, people. Are we suffering from stress, yes or no?
Yes.
Do we have a stressful life, yes or no?
Yes.
Just look at the one beside you. If it will cause stress, then try to what? Eliminate those people. No, please guys, we need this one magnesium, okay po? What else? Phosphorus. Normal bone and tooth structure. Potassium. Okay. It's also good for your what? Cardiovascular protection. Warning. If and ever you will try to increase the level of potassium, that can lead to what? Tachycardia. Or that will try to increase heart rate, and that will be detrimental on the part. What else? Sodium. The combination for potassium, proper nerves and muscle functions, and normal blood pH level. Then of course, let's talk about sulfur. Guys, again, can you please read this loud? Healing mineral. Why? Because sulfur is needed, essential for glutathione, coenzyme A, and vitamin B1 synthesis and production. Again guys, every time we talk about glutathione, do we need glutathione, yes or no?
Yes.
Ladies especially, every time we talk about glutathione, what's the first thing that will enter your mind? Whitening. Partida lalaki pa nagsalita, no? So whitening, okay? It will make you look better and it will make you look younger. Okay? So do we need glutathione, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, what else? People, trace minerals from you. Insulin activity in the body will be stimulated. And that can control your blood sugar, people. Not just the sugar, but also the cholesterol, and of course the fats and the triglycerides. Copper for enzyme production. The one that can speed up your metabolism. What else? Fluoride. Okay. That can prevent what? To decay. So again, if you're going just to analyze people, everything you need, everything your body needs, are right there in your product C24. Okay, what else? Iodine, energy production, and fat metabolism. If I'm going to ask you people, if you have low levels of iodine, most probably guys, you will suffer from what kind of a disease? Goiter. That's why the main problem for those living in mountainous areas, guys, like Baguio, is of course goiter. Why? Because of the lack of what? Fish that contains high levels of iron. Okay? What else? Guys, can you please read this one? Iron, the most important mineral. Why? Because for the transport of oxygen. Who amongst you guys have suffered or still suffering from anemia? Can you please raise your hands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tita, what are the usual symptoms every time you suffer from anemia? Nahihilo, dizziness, easy fatigability. You get easily tired. Why? Because every time you move, people, remember, every time you move your muscles, you are producing or you are trying to waste energy. Yes or no? Yes. But since you don't have enough level of hemoglobin, you will have low level of oxygen, and the production of energy will also be low. And that is the importance of having a normal amount of iron in your body. Next, manganese. Prevents reproductive dysfunctions or even what? Again, infertility. Let's continue people. Molybdenum. They will try to eliminate sulfite toxins. Selenium. Uy! Every time we talk about selenium, guys. Are you familiar with Selsun Blue? Naku, mukhang hindi niya yata alam ang Selsun Blue, no? Shampoo. For the hair. Why again, people, anti-dandruff? Because selenium is doing what? Anti-fungal. Okay? And also, they will work synergistically. They will work better with vitamin E as what? Antioxidants. And of course, zinc is quite important. Why? Because they will try to activate T lymphocytes that will try to fight infection. So guys, with all of this so far, do we have a magnificent product in C24/7? Yes or no? Yes. Can you please give a hand for our product so far? Yes. 12 whole fruit juice blends. People, look at this. Look at the colors. Look at these fruits. It's really good. They're really good, guys. But every time you ask me, Doc, of course, one of the best will still be pineapple. But once you reach the age of 45 or 35, okay, I would like you to eat what? The berries. Because they're proven to have, but the function is to what? They will try to bring down the level of cholesterol. They will try to normalize your cholesterol. Okay? Which means they will try to improve the flow of blood. Now, look at this. These are different kinds of studies that will try to show to you different fruits, especially cherries or berries, with high levels of antioxidants. Let's try to know this one. Cherry, okay, blueberry, blackberry, strawberry, raspberry, plums, orange, grapes. The question is, are they present in our product C24/7? Yes or no?
Yes.
Same thing here. Those are also the fruits found in our product C24/7. And also the same thing with this one. Even the plums are right there. Next, okay? We've tried to make it simple. We've tried to summarize the functions in table form. I will no longer mention everything, people. I'd just like to note here that if you're going to look at a product that has high levels of antioxidants, that will be good for your cardiovascular system, that will also be having an anti-cancer activity, it is right there in the product C24/7. Same thing with this one. So the question is, people, maganda ba ang C24/7 so far? Yes or no?
Yes.
Pakipalapan nga po guys. Next. Helpful vegetable juice blends, people. Again, these are the lineup. We have 12 here. But let's try to make it simple again. Antioxidant, cardiovascular, anti-cancer, everything is right there. Next. Again, if I will ask you, how much was the requirements, fruits and vegetables given by World Health Organization per day? 5. In our product, people, we have how much?
12.
Have you gone beyond the requirements? Yes or no?
Yes.
Let's continue, people. We have 18 amino acids. Guys, when you talk about amino acids, the very simple definition is they are the building blocks of proteins. Can you please say it now? Building blocks of proteins for growth, repair, and maintenance of body tissues. They will also serve as your enzymes, neurotransmitters, and of course hormones. We have 2 types of amino acids, the essential and non-essential. If I'm going to ask you, do we need essential amino acids, yes or no?
Yes.
Do we need non-essential amino acids, yes or no?
Yes.
Answer is set to D. Yes or no? Okay? Do we need non-essentials? Yes or no? Ay, bahala ka doon. No? Of course, we still need non-essential amino acids. But the thing here is, this one cannot be produced by the body. That's why we need to eat them. But these non-essential amino acids can be produced by the body. Okay? So we all need these so-called amino acids. Because if not, then you might suffer from different kinds of diseases. Let's continue, guys. Okay? Amino acids. Okay. Super, green foods, and spirulina blend. Okay? By the way, I forgot to mention the amino acids right here. Okay? Okay. Super green foods. Spirulina. Barley grass. Okay? Wheatgrass. Lemongrass or anglad sa Bisaya. Chlorella will be for growth. And cilantro will be for cough. But still, the most famous will be what? Spirulina. Okay. We all know people that the one that gives the green coloring pigment to the plants is called chlorophyll. But again, for us to have a better picture of the so-called different green plants, again, just look at this. Antioxidants, cardiovascular, anti-cancer, and even for what? Prevention of gallstone formation. So ladies, if you have a high history of gallstone formation in your family, then please, take our products C24/7. What else? Let's continue. The same thing applies to this one. Antioxidants, lowers blood sugar, cardiovascular, and of course, anti-cancer activities po. Let's continue. Mushrooms. Guys, just look at the mushrooms. Okay? We have this so-called shiitake, iritake, maitake, yamashitake. Everything's all about atake. Why? I don't honestly, I always try to make it as a joke, but in all honesty, people, it really has atake components. Why? Just look at this. Antioxidants, anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal. So guys, do we have a wonderful product in C24/7?
Yes!
Next, okay, digestive enzymes. Guys, this will be needed for the breakdown of macromolecules. When you talk about macromolecules, there are certainly the large molecules, the carbohydrates, proteins, fats that we eat, into smaller building blocks or micromolecules. Guys, if we will eat carbohydrates or starch, in our mouth, people, we need what? Salivary amylase. The question is, do we have salivary amylase? Yes or no? Yes. Now, if you will eat meat products like pork and beef, then you need protease. The question is, people, do we have protease down there? Yes or no? Yes. And guys, if you will eat fatty foods, tama ng baboy, okay, tama ng bata, si tita napapailing na, mag-store yata yun, then you will need what? Lipase. So people, kompleto ba ang laman ng produktong C24/7?
Yes!
Pakipalakpakan na po. Okay. This one, in our presentation, lagi lang binabanggit by passing. But just try to look at the herbs and special nutrients in their product. First will be bioflavonoids, antioxidant, anti-cancer, cardiovascular protection, and so on and so forth. Next, okay, again, that will be in table form. Siberian Ilatero roots. One of the most significant functional which is to what? Boost your body's immune defense. Increases body stamina and endurance, and relieves stress, and of course, reduces fatigue. Next, inositol. What's that name? Vitamin B8. What is the function? Triggers the calcium release in cells. And they will also participate in virus transmission what? Messages in the central nervous system. So if you would like to improve the function of your nervous system, people, then you need what? Inositol. Guys, let's continue. Choline, precursor of acetylcholine. And what is that? A neurotransmitter again for your brain. Essential in cognitive reasoning, memory, ability, and of course, muscle control. What else? Let's continue. Para-aminobenzoic acid, pro-vitamin or cofactor what? vitamin B complexes. And if you're going to analyze people, they will work hand in hand with inositol, vitamin B5, and B9. Guys, especially for those whose age is 45 and above, in preventing the gray of hair due to stress and vitamin D deficiency. Sabi ito talaga, may kinalaman ng stress sa pagputi ng buhok? Yes. So, again, if you would like to slow it down, or most probably prevent it from happening, so please people, we need PABA or pan-aminobenzoic acid. Okay? Next. Protein. Compound yellowish to greenish color and provides a what flavulon glycoside slows aging process. The reason why we take the product C24 is of course to slow down our aging process. In all honesty, I've already proven that one slows aging process. Why? Because every time when we had a reunion, our 25th year after high school, people, that is silver ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay, silver. When I was able to see when I saw my classmates during our reunion, you know what happened, people? I called them ate and kuya. Why? Because number one, dala ng chan. Number two, yung buhok shaggy. Shaggy rin po, no? Sa gilid. Or even up down, no? So, why? Because we have a very wonderful product in the presence of C24/7. The coloring pigment to all fruits and vegetables, and that's quite essential. People, why? It contains high levels of antioxidants. What else? Chlorophyll. We all know this one. Green pigments to all plants and considered what? Can you please read this out? World's greatest miracle superfood. The reason why you need to take this, people. Why? Richest source of DNA and of course RNA for cellular repair. If you would like to look younger, if you would like to prevent diseases, people, if you would like to prevent the so-called wrinkles, people, you read this. Okay? What else? DNA, RNA, from cholera and spirulina, people, direct cellular growth, repair, and renewal, and of course, can you please read this one, people? Anti-aging factor. Okay? Who amongst you have been taking the product for more than 6 months? C24/7. So most of you are new members in the company.
Yes.
The reason why you look like that. Nakikinig sa people. If you will take this, sabi nga po natin, you will look younger as years pass by. Okay? Do you want to look younger?
Yes.
Do you like to look more vibrant, guys?
Yes.
So please take the product. Okay, what else, people? Prolongs lifespan, ha? Boron. Okay? Enhances what? Memory, reasoning abilities, guys. And of course, mental alertness. What else? What else? Lutein from marigold. Fat-soluble yellow or orange carotenoid pigment. Powerful antioxidants. And again, guys, and ladies, treats male and female infertility. So if you are still having some problems producing a child, try our product, C24/7 complete. What else? Okay? Essential fatty acids. Okay? Omega-3. Can you please read this one? Long-chain polyunsaturated fatty acid, or PUFA. Omega-3 means what? Linolenic acid. So what will be the benefits that we can get from this? Eyes, hair, skin, brain, heart, nerves, all of the so-called organs, vital organs, will be having a what? A better function if you will take omega-3 fatty acid. They're also said to be what? Good for your cardiovascular system. And, guys, they can also boost your immune system. They can improve the flow of blood. They can even regulate your hormones. And people, they have an anti-cancer properties. Guys, flaxseed. Can you please read this one? Lignans. Can you please say it again, guys? Lignans. The one that will block the creation of new tumors. So if you would like to prevent tumors from developing in our body, then please take a product that contains lignans. It's said to be what? Rich, or said to be present in flaxseed. Next, sunflower seeds, antioxidants. Okay, and it contains numerous types of vitamin B complex. What else? All of those things I've already mentioned, I'd just like to emphasize on the invites. They are the ones seen in our former flagship product called as Complete Phyto-Energizer. People, do we have the product complete here? Here. Okay. So again, so-called phyto-nutrients, vitamins and minerals. Ito po yun. 6 years ago, September 2008, doctor, this is the first time that I attended a seminar. And the ones explained to me by the speaker during the time, who happens to be a nurse, his name is Aldrin Madrigal, was their product complete. In all honesty, during the time, I really hate the idea of promoting herbal products. Because number one, I'm a doctor, a specialist, and number two, I'm also a professor. And during our medical proper years, we were taught by our professors, who also happens to be medical doctors, that we should never promote herbal products that are not scientifically based. Okay? So, but still, I tried to listen, and I was able to appreciate the product. For the first time in my medical profession, okay, as a specialist, it's the first time that I was able to what? Love a herbal product. And I joined the company. It's a matter of few years, people, I became a full-time employee of the company. Why? Because I love the product Complete Phyto-Energizer. But the good news is, 2 years after that, the new product was born. And the name is C24/7. How come? All of these so-called components, recipe complete, okay, you're able to add 9 other components. And these are the components which I'm going to explain to you. But before that, people, can you please read it loud? Anti-aging, antioxidant, and cancer. First is sustain. What is the function? Stimulates glutathione production in the body. And we all know that when you talk about glutathione, whitening, anti-aging, you will look better, people. And of course, it's a strong antioxidants. Guys, do we need glutathione, yes or no? Yes, people. What else? Quercetin. What is the function? Antioxidants, anti-allergy, okay? Anti-inflammatory, good for your heart, and anti-cancer. Third, guys, let's talk about the grape skin extract. Can you please read this one? Resveratrol. Okay, well, when you talk about resveratrol, anti-aging is number 1. Okay, longevity is the function. And there's a French paradox saying, people, that even if their French are said to be found of eating meat products, still, they have a lower incidence of heart attack compared to the Americans. Why? Because of their fond of drinking what? Red wine. Which is said to be rich in what? Resveratrol. So people, prevents risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases. Like what again? Alzheimer's disease. Next, people, green tea. Guys, I would like you to read it loud. Can you please say this one, people? Epigalio catechin gallate. Hindi ba kita ko anong? Can you please read it loud? Epigalio catechin gallate polyphenols. People, what is the main function? Great healing powers of green tea. Responsible for the great healing powers of green tea, which are so-called EGCG. Okay? Now, people, what is the function of the green tea? Prevents type 2 diabetes, antioxidant, anti-aging, anti-cancer, and again prevents this of what? Developing neurodegenerative diseases. So people, do we need these so-called anti-aging components, yes or no? Yes. What else, people? Coins and cuticle or diabetes. What is the function then? It energizes your cell. It can promote good flow of blood. It will try to boost your immune system. It can even oxygenate your tissues and again with an anti-aging components. Now, aside from those so-called 5 anti-aging components, we also have this. Guys, again, help me with this one. Can you please read it loud? Longevity polyphenols. We have the Japanese knotweed, the premium red wine extract, the grapeseed extract, and the concentrated red wine powder. Guys, others are asking me, Doc, there's wine. But Doc, there's alcohol? None. What we only derive from this so-called red wine extract was the resveratrol, not the alcohol component. And remember people, we have this so-called halal rating that can prove the absence of alcohol in our product. With all of these people, do we have the best herbal product in town? Yes or no? Yes! Please give us